The Celtics have won 5 in a row. Had a nice win over the Raptors on Sunday night. Withstood a furious rally there by the Raptors. Chad, you wrote the other day that you still think the Celtics' best course of action is to tank this year without Jason Tatum. You still feeling that way after 5 in a row here?
No, not after 5 in a row, but certainly when they're 8-8 and tied for 10th in the conference. And I think, Ben, logically, unsentimentally, the best thing for them in the long run this year would be to be in the lottery and to get a really young player, talented player to pair with Brown and Tatum when Tatum does come back, assuming he's Jason Tatum that we know. That should be a great team, but that's clearly not happening for a couple of reasons. Joe Mazzulla is coaching the heck out of this team. Jordan Walsh has emerged as a defensive stopper who's knocking down shots. They've got a lot of guys that play with great energy. Jaylen Brown's decision-making and shot-making is as good as it's ever been. And the supporting cast around him has gotten better and better as the season has gone on. So this is a legitimate playoff team that nobody is going to want to play. Now, their margin for error is pretty thin. If somebody gets hurt that's a key player, things could go south pretty quickly. But what we've been seeing these last 5 games, and really the last 2 weeks, is it's legitimate.
Yeah, look, I tend to agree with you that I think for the long term, a tank or getting into the lottery might be better for this franchise. Jaylen Brown is not getting any younger. I think there are questions about how long the team's going to be able to carry these 2 big contracts with Tatum and Brown. So I do think maybe they're putting off tomorrow a little bit. But, Chad, I got to say, I've been very impressed with just the way they've handled themselves this season. I just spent last segment, crushing the Lakers for sitting their star players against the Celtics. You got to give Jaylen Brown and Payton Pritchard and Derrick White a lot of credit. Yep. They have played 23 of 24 games so far, or all 24 games. They've come to play every single night. They play hard. They do not take a night off. And in the NBA, I think that says something. So I don't know if this team's really going anywhere this year, Chad, but I think they're building a really good culture there that they're not taking any nights off, and they're going to be competing hard no matter who's on the court for them.
Yeah, that's absolutely true. And it's taking on the competitiveness of their coach. I think we're finding out that Joe Mazzulla can coach different ways with different kinds of teams. Yes, they still shoot a lot of threes, but Jaylen Brown's great effectiveness has been the mid-range 2-pointer, which everybody says has gone out of style. But if you shoot it at a higher enough percentage, he's made it into an efficient shot. And Jaylen Brown, Tatum when he's healthy, Derrick White, Pritchard, they're all guys who want to play every night. And that's a contrast to what you see in this era of getting your rest and sitting out the second game of back-to-backs and things like that. And I think that's a big part of the character of this team, too. They're ready to compete every time they take the court.
No question. Although, that said, I do think these wins over the Knicks, the Raptors, yeah, these are nice regular season wins. I'm not expecting the Celtics to be able to play the same way once we get to the postseason. I feel like they might be racking up some wins here, but they deserve a lot of credit.